Hello, welcome back to Love My Refuge. If you haven't been here before, my name is Tara, and today we're just gonna go through my garden since it's been maybe a week or two since I posted last. I have a garden reveal just to show you how things are going. First of all, I have a bunch of plants that I did not get planted. Let's just start with those. They all still need to go in pots. Check this out. That's quite a few. I have these really big cabbages that need to be transplanted really soon. I think I will be giving them to people. I have so many. This is actually 4 tomatoes. They should come apart. My peppers, these need to get into the ground really soon. Look at this little onion. Look at that. I love it. Haven't grown onions before, really. They're kind of a mystery to me, so I've been watching stuff on it. If you have any advice for me on growing onions, I would love to hear it in the comments. And you know, you guys, you can come here, share this page with people, share my my YouTube video. You click subscribe so that you don't miss any videos. The goal here is to get a community of people who want to learn to garden or already know how to garden and would like to give me extra advice or some tips or something that they know that I don't. So one of the things that I'm like haven't done before either is potatoes. And let me tell you, they grew so quickly. Here they are. These ones are russets, so they're going to be very big. I've already had to hill them, which means that you push the soil up around them, add more soil, because the potatoes, from what I understand, will continue to grow there. So I just have to keep on top of them. This guy is kind of wilty. I don't know why. Oh, I see. Yep. He's broken a little bit. He tipped over, so you have to hill them before they tip over, which again, hilling is just pushing up the dirt around the side, adding some more dirt. And these ones, these should be like those little tiny varieties, those little teeny tiny potatoes. I am not familiar yet with like the pests and things like that for those. I need to rewatch some videos. I really like to watch, I watch Roots and Refuge Farm, and I also watch Next Level Gardening. Jess is from Roots and Refuge, and Next Level Gardening is Brian. Those are great places to check out too. I've learned a lot from them. So let me just give you a quick broad look at my tiny little garden. So we have nothing growing on the trellises yet. As you can see, I did buy these flowers. I forget what they're called. Jeez, the filming is so lovely. I forget what these are called. But they get very, very tall, and they should grow all the way up to the top of the trellis. These are beans. These ones are like yard-long beans. There's carrots underneath these trays. I planted them, and then you put something on top until they start to germinate, and then take it off. It just helps the seeds to like not move, like when you water and things like that. Okay, and then just next here we have, these are the yard-long beans. I'm gonna flip the camera around. Yeah, okay, that's better. All right, so that's gonna grow up over the trellis. There's going to be another trellis over here, which I have just purchased, and it's over there. So let's talk about the trellis quick. The trellis is a 16-foot cattle panel. You can go to like Tractor Supply to find things like that. It's used for cattle fencing, or sometimes they call it hog paneling. That's used to keep pigs in too. But it makes a great trellis. So it's 16 feet long, and I could not fit this first one in my van. For whatever reason, I didn't cram it in there hard enough, so I had to cut it at the top and then reattach it with, I can't think of what they're called, zip ties. But that one over there folded nicely how I wanted it to when we got it in there, so I didn't have to cut it. If you need to cut your trellises or cut a sheet like this, you would want to use bolt cutters. So I just went to, I can't remember where I got my bolt cutters. It was either Home Depot or Tractor Supply. Okay. So, flowers, beans. These are two different types of beans. And then basil and onions. More onions, and these are two cherry tomato plants. I'm excited for those. They're a chocolate cherry, they're called, and they're really delicious. I had them last year. These are scarlet runner beans. These are those ones, if you watched my previous videos, these are the ones that I tried to rescue. I mean, I rescued them. I don't know how they're gonna do. They're not dead. They might start growing and they might not. No idea. So we'll just let those go. I have my hibiscus here too. We got one little flower, but it died already. I think they only bloom for a day. I might move him. I know it's a tropical plant, but I still feel like it might be too much sun. It really bleached out the flower, so, and I want the flowers to be, you know, radiant in their color. Okay, so here's some more stuff that I'll probably give away. Maybe not the basil. Maybe I'll keep the basil, but there's more tomato plants. I have too many. There's another one over here. What else is in here? Oh, that's a big guy. That's a bigger tomato plant. It is time for him to get in the ground somewhere. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And this looks like, oh, some more onions. So, don't know what I'm going to do with the onions yet either. So this one right here was a volunteer. Some type of squash, I think. These are calendulas. I put them with each thing that I planted. Melon's gonna grow here and it's gonna go up over the trellis. Same thing with this. Not sure how the melons are gonna do because they're 10-pound melons. And someone told me at Tractor Supply that the nutrients and everything don't go up very well on the melons for some reason, and it's better to grow them on the ground, but we don't have an option here, so we will see how this goes. If you guys know any things you can tell me about melons, feel free. Please let me know. I love to hear good advice. There's another tomato plant. So this one, those ones over here, there's some on this side and then there's one on this side. Those are indeterminate, which means they just keep growing and they keep producing fruit all season long. So they get very tall. They may very well grow all the way up and then over the other side because they did that last year with a different type of trellis. This one is a determinate, which means it's just one of those about 4 foot tall ones and bushy, and it's a slicing tomato. So I'm excited. I always get excited for the different type of tomatoes. And then these calendulas, they're a pot marigold. So I was thinking they were going to be little marigolds, and they're huge. They're huge. And my sister Rachel, who gave me the seeds for these from her stuff last year, said that they get very bushy. The reason that I used them is because they keep pests away. They confuse the pests by, they find their food by smell. So if you have a ton of cabbage or something planted in one spot, it makes a strong smell. But if you separate the plants, instead of planting them all like in one row and you switch them around, it confuses pests and helps keep them away. And one of the things that does that is the calendulas and also basil. And just about any herb that throws them off. You can always Google that on like companion planting, what types of herbs are good to plant with vegetables, that kind of thing. What kind of herbs deter pests. Here we have my strawberry plants. Now the first year that strawberry plants grow, they usually don't put out too many strawberries. This is crazy. I mean, let's see. These guys probably started growing. I gotta try this. Wow, that's really good. Nothing tastes the same as it does in the grocery store when you get it from the ground. That is so delicious. So I got one here, one here. These are in their second year. Must have got a bunch of babies that I put over there and planted. Strawberries will go crazy if you plant them in the ground. They'll be everywhere. So just beware of that. This is garlic. Love to see how well it does. because I just learned that, well, like last year I learned that garlic needs like a period of time where it's cold, and that makes it grow into the bulbs. So you need to like plant it in the fall, and then it will have garlic for you by spring or end of summer. I forget. It's another thing you can let me know. But these, I planted them anyway, even if they don't turn into bulbs, because these are really good. You can chop them up and put them in salad. Well, they're pretty hot, but if you wanted a hot salad, garlic salad, put it in salads. Use it to make dressing. Use it just like regular garlic. Joel's messing with me. Here I have, there's one sunflower plant, and there's 2 other ones. Those are also from my sister's garden last year. I really can't wait to see how this part of the trellising goes, because these are cucumbers. I have dill in here because I'm going to do a thing on canning them, because I'm going to be canning them for the first time. I'm going to do ones just like my grandma did, and I cannot wait. I put some basil here, same reason, to deter pests. That's buttercup squash that's going to grow there. Nothing's up yet. I just got it in like, oh look, wait, here's one. That's a cucumber. I'm excited. Okay, so then on this side we have another cabbage mixed in with basil and a tomato plant. And again, you confuse pests and stuff when the smells are all mixed up. I have a bunch more of these calendulas. Those are going to be huge, so that'll be pretty right there. And more beans. These are like yard-long beans. I'm excited to see what those are going to look like. And some flowers. I'm going to put some flowers there too, so that in the center there's some flowers. I have lettuce. I love lettuce. Is probably my favorite thing to grow because it's so easy. Check this out. Ooh, we can harvest this one. Ha! I'm going to harvest a radish. Watch. So these are long. They're called white icicle, I believe. Let's see. Yep, white icicle radish. Let's give it a little twisty twist. See what we got. Oh, he maybe could have went a little bit longer, but they're very tasty. I've actually harvested 2 already. They're very spicy and they are very good. And you can eat the greens. I had never had radish greens before. All I did was put oil and salt and pepper with them. They're delicious. Totally worth eating that part as well. There's another tomato plant, which I guess maybe I think I was going to plant this one over here. Oh, and this is catnip. I have no idea what that is. Some of the stuff I don't even know what's growing. These are forget-me-nots. More radishes. I put the radishes in with the chives, because by the time these mature, the chives will grow around it. And so they can grow together. Onions, and we're back to the potatoes. So that is it. Hang on. So that's really it for the garden tour this week. I got a lot more planning to do. I still have peas to put in. And, you know, by next week, this stuff is going to be even bigger and crazier. And hopefully I can harvest more stuff. And Joel's laughing at me over there, so he's really distracting me. But you guys, until next time, I wish you peace. What do I say at the end? I've said this so many times. Peace and love and peace. We'll go with that. Until next time, I wish you love and peace.